Hari Om. Each morning at Balvihar, we recite the Chinmaya Mission Pledge. Let's pause and think about what Swami Chinmayananda wants us to think about while we recite this pledge. It goes, we live the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. Let us now look at what Chinmaya Ramdoot Cares has been doing this past year, before the pandemic and during the pandemic, to live up to this pledge.
My friend tells me that if I volunteer, I can include it in my college application as community service, and it'll look good in my resume. Is that true?
No, it's just a tiny bit of it. Community service is serving and caring for the hungry, needy, lonely people who need shelter in our community. It is our duty and responsibility that we need to carry throughout our life.
So that means when I serve others, I don't just help them, but I also learn to be responsible towards my fellow citizens in my community.
Every week, our volunteers sacrifice their time to become the hands and feet of God. This past year, during the height of the pandemic, our frontline workers have faced a shortage in masks and protective equipment. Our Ramdoot Cares jumped right in, and many of our members spent countless hours sewing masks, making face shields, sourcing materials, transporting supplies, and delivering them to hospitals, frontline workers, and nursing homes. In total, they made over 3,000 hand-sewn masks and over 3,400 face shields with 3D printers.
When the healthcare workers felt that they were alone, working countless hours a day in fear for their own lives, Chinmaya Ramdoot Cares showed them that we care. Our amazing members stepped up and donated pizzas for those in the hospital so that they could have a fresh and hot food for lunch. Words of encouragement were given by our youth, who made signs and cards for the frontline workers in the gift baskets with the ready-to-eat snacks that they could grab and eat during their day.
While hunger is an ongoing suffering here in our community, when millions lost their jobs during the lockdown and over 50 million people suffered insecurities, our Bollywood youth stepped in with the Like to Delight food drive for our local homeless shelter ship. For Diwali this past year, we collected over 650 pounds of non-perishable canned goods, cereal, pasta, peanut butter, juices, snacks, etc. from all our neighbors, friends, and Ramdoot members.
But wait, didn't we do this last year before during the picnic? So that means that we do food drives every year, and this year will be no different. I'm looking forward to this happening again once we can all get together. A picnic and a food drive again would be great, and I know that everyone at Chinmaya Ramdoot believes in selfless giving.
In October, when the need for more testing for COVID-19 arose, once again, Chinmaya Ramdoot Cares stepped up to the need. With the gracious donation and support of Moe's Pharmacy and Genesis Laboratories, Chinmaya Ramdoot Cares conducted a drive-through testing facility right on the grounds of our new Balvihar location in Branchburg. The drive-through testing was for COVID-19 and antibody testing.
If you volunteer, you can lift the spirits of seniors within our community. Chinmaya Ramdoot Cares youth and adults had visited the Perth Amboy Senior Center, which houses many Indian seniors, in January of last year. Our Swaranjali youth and adults sang bhajans for them, and we later hosted a full Indian lunch which was donated by our very own Balvihar member.
As you can see, it does not require any special talent to volunteer, simply a willing heart. We cannot do this alone. Let us all join together and help transform lives. Look out for the next Seva project and volunteer.